part of the treatments that I've been receiving, both in Toronto and in Tijuana, um, require me to use steroids. Um, I, well, the steroids make me gain weight, and they're necessary though. I'll have to take them for another 3 months. I'm on a very low dose, but I just can't really control my appetite um, when I'm uh, taking them. And I needed to get my prescription renewed for both the steroids and the ondansetron, which is something that a drug that prevents nausea. Um, the uh, the vaccines are like that; they cause symptoms that are like chemo, um, nausea, flu-like, um, dizziness. Um, there's a whole range. Sometimes I can take them and they do nothing. Sometimes I take them and usually at evening, and I'll wake up, and when I'm at the hospital in Tijuana, I just call for the night nurse, and she brings me a needle full of ondansetron. And when I've been in Toronto, I had some left over uh, from uh, when I was taking the regular therapy here. And the uh, nurse who I go through at the brain tumor clinic had all these questions for me, and it ended up scheduling an appointment with was supposed to be with both my doctors, and it ended up being the nastiest one. Um, and he he really couldn't um, hold back his hostility. He asked me, why I needed them. You know, um, he's not pleased that I'm doing an alternative treatment uh, well, anywhere. Um, he doesn't care that I'm getting results. Uh, he did care about how much it costs. He said, is this setting you back 100,000? And I just said, I didn't care to comment on that question. Um, he said, well, maybe I'll get it. Maybe you can get me a job down there. And I said, well, I don't think they would like the type of medicine that you practice. And thinking about it, I thought that was, at the time I made that statement, I thought it was letting him off easy, but I realized it was quite cutting. Um, Anyways, he did give me the prescriptions I needed, um, for which I'm thankful. Otherwise, I just would have gotten them from, well, I don't know where, but um, when one of the reasons I haven't posted for a while, 4 months, um, since I started this treatment, is because uh, the way it was kind of like hurry up and wait. Um, is you go in, they detox you, and then they start giving you vaccines and everything else, and continue the detox, and you're just sitting, you know, experiencing every day as a different degree of discomfort. Um, in no way did I feel as bad as when I was getting full-blown radiation and chemo every day. Um, there were days where I could barely make it to the hospital, and I felt, you know, very, very ill. And it took, um, you know, a good 2, 3 months to get over that. Whereas this took, the treatment I'm getting now, I mean, it makes you feel bad, but I mean, nowhere as uncomfortable as um, the regular treatment. And I take you know, drugs that have an ameliorative effect. I've been on tranquilizers of one form or another for almost 2 years. 2 years this fall, when I first started getting the initial panic attacks. I don't take it depends on the day. Sometimes I can go through the whole day without taking one. This morning I got up and I was just feeling, you know, unsure of things and anxious. And so, you know, I started the day with a clonazepam. And so using that has helped get through the stuff that causes discomfort. I talked to a friend about, you know, once this is over, if it's ever over, how I'm going to cope with having to withdraw from the clonazepam. And he just said, worry about that when the time comes.